Hello, everyone, and welcome to Pick a Card reading. Today's reading is about any issue which is on your mind. If you want, you can just think through something which you would like a little bit of information on, guidance on. It can be anything you're experiencing currently, or you have experienced in the past, anything, and we will get guidance regarding that. We will also be taking a little in-depth look into the situation, and we will get information regarding whatever you would like to get answers about. All right, so I will be putting the timestamps in the description box, and if you like the content of my channel, do subscribe to it. Let's start by pulling out cards you can choose from. You can also choose more than one if you wish to. Let's see. This is card 1. Card 2. Card 3. And card 4. I will put a crystal on each of them. This is the moonstone on card 1, clear quartz on card 2, red jasper on card 3, and the green heart-shaped crystal on card 4. We will start with card 1. Just give me a minute. Put these on the side. We will start with all those who have chosen card 1. What is your message? 3 of Swords. So you've picked a situation which caused you immense grief, and it really hurt your heart. I would say that it kind of shred your heart. This particular event, or whatever memory or whatever past which you would like to explore through this reading. Whatever you have been whatever your situation is, and whatever you have thought of it caused you a lot of pain in the past, and that pain is lingering. It continues to linger, and it is not something which is it's something which has caused you very deep sadness, very deep sadness, and it's really hurt your heart. Okay, so this is what your the theme of your of card 1 is, and let us start exploring this. Okay. We will start by exploring what it is that has caused this. All right, let's start. You've got the World card, crossed by the 7 of Cups. So whatever caused you is causing you this grief. It is something closed for you. Some chapter seemed to be a big I think, for some of you, a chapter started on a very, on a note which either a chapter ended for you or a chapter began for you on a note which was very, very confusing for you. For some of you, confusing as in, you had no clue, how things actually happened, or how things actually panned out, or how things really got started, or how things really ended. There was so much happening around you in that confusion that, that somehow, you could not take stock of, things. You felt very, there was lots happening. And when lots is happening, when a situation begins or when a situation ends, we do not seem to get the time to, get a grip on this. It was much later that, you realize that what began for you or what ended for you very abruptly, you could not get over you could not get over that instance where, that grief continues to linger. Okay, you got the Knight of Cups and the Strength card. So whatever, caused you, whatever caused something to end, or whatever caused something to begin, where there was so much confusion, and the ending or the beginning of something caused you, you realize that it was a very painful episode in your life, when something ended. I think for most of you, it was an ending only. And now, your current situation is that something seems to be coming in your direction. And you've got this strength card which talks of the environment around you. I think it's taking you, something about your past or something connected to your past seems to be coming back in your life. You could have got a hint about it. Some of you could have already experienced it, and some of you, have a feeling that something about your past is, having this, has, been, some aspect of it is coming into your life now, or it has already come into your life. And your environment is such that you don't feel very happy about this thing coming back. On the contrary, you feel that it requires a lot of strength for you to look back at what ended for you upon a time back. So yes, I would say for most of you, it is something which had, which played out in the past but did not get over completely. Though we have the World card, but I would say that a certain phase of something got over. Something regarding that is coming up back for you again, but this time you're not looking very happy about it. On the contrary, you have to pick up, and gather your strength to face it and look at it. And seeing that, return happening is again causing you grief. So all in all, the situation in the past, which a phase, a part of it got over, left you with a broken heart. The same thing coming back again to face it, you're again feeling very sad about having to experience something similar all over again. And this time it is taking a lot of courage, bravery and strength for you to accept it and to look at it so that you might close it. That is what your situation is, all those who have chosen card 1. And no wonder, this particular card had the moonstone, on it, because it's all about, our emotions, about our feelings. You might not, at a particular point in time, you must have, thought, let bygones be bygones, let it get over. Fine, it was a phase in my life. But I think this turnaround or something regarding that coming up again is something probably you knew would come, or you felt that, it will never come back in your life. And even if you felt that it's, it closed for good, it caused you heartbreak. Having, a bit of it reopen and again coming up is again not making you feel happy. I think it's still, it's kind of opened, wounds. I think those wounds never healed. They were always, they never healed. But, now, sometimes it's like, that wound has been cut open again. because something about it is coming back into your life. And now you know that you have to face it, you have to give it a closure, which is again depicted by the World card. So to give it closure and to take a final look at it before you can release it, it requires a lot of strength and courage, from you. This is your current situation, that it is here for you. For some of you it's already come, for some of you it is about to come. You know that it is around the corner for you. So you're really bracing yourself, to go through that episode again, because when we need to look back at the past, we have to see all aspects of it. We have to go through a similar pain again. We have to meet the same people, again. And those kind of people will of course evoke the past feelings, and how what happened, and how you were treated, and how you felt. All that is going to open up again. So that you need to put a final end to it, and that is why you are bracing yourself for it, and that you will face it. You are not avoiding it. All those who have chosen card 1, it's not something you would like to, you feel that you have the option to look away, because somewhere within you know that you need to heal your heart of that situation. So because that is the only way to complete this whole thing, and that is the only way you will get peace back for yourself. Let's proceed with what you can do. Let's, from here onwards, we are moving away, not away, but we are moving into a little bit of the future, to see how you can heal your thoughts, how you can heal your emotions, and how you can heal any your physical environment regarding this situation, so that when you need to face it, you will be in a better frame, in better energies to look at it and to deal with it in a better way, not operating from a place of grief completely, but a little more understanding, which the cards will give us, will help you how to handle this situation. You have door to personal healing and happiness. So regarding your this is how, what you can tell yourself. We've got the 3 suits in the tarot, which is your thoughts, your feelings. You have pentacles, as well as you have energy, right? So we are looking at how you can heal your thoughts regarding this. So you can tell yourself that yes, being free of this is going to open you up to personal healing and happiness, because this is like a thorn which is still in your heart. 3 swords are there in your heart. You've been living with those 3 swords in your heart, card 1, right? So you know that to finally heal yourself, you need to encounter this all over again, and only then will you be free of it. So when you are prepping yourself to face this, you need to just tell yourself, you need to talk to yourself, communicate with yourself, that I need to do this for my own healing and happiness, right? And this, going through this, is going to stop that train of negative thoughts which have been with you for a long time. You used to keep thinking about it and feeling sad because it did not get the closure. Now you're getting an opportunity for closure, and that yes, when I go through this closure, I will not have any negative thoughts about what happened, because you see how things pan out, you see how people come across. And when you're participating in that, you will get every opportunity to put a good end to that painful past. Taking a look at your emotions. So yes, your root chakra, which you felt that this particular event kind of caused you a lot of insecurity. It caused you a lot of insecurity and a lot of imbalance in your energy as well as in your body. I would also like to add that some of you could have got some heart related problem, some leg related problem, or feet related problem, pain in lower legs, pain in knees, something regarding your heart. You could have developed probably some issues regarding that started for you after this particular episode, right? You will see a healing coming into all those things. All issues regarding blood circulation, lower legs, knees, calves, ankles, feet, all of them, you will see a miraculous healing happening when you are resolving this past for yourself, with whoever is coming towards you, approaching you to heal that. Because see, it works both ways. If it's been a relationship in the past, both people have been hurt to some extent, whoever did it intentionally or unintentionally. So those who did it intentionally, they know that things must have gone wrong for them also. And those who did it unintentionally, they had a lot of time to realize what they unintentionally caused you, or because of them, what you probably went through. So it's a two-way street. You are also suffering, the other person also needs to come towards you and heal it for you as well as for themselves, but you are the aggrieved party, not them. But they are also feeling the consequences of it. That is what I would like to say. And a physical healing, you will experience healing in your masculine and feminine energies. Once this episode takes place, once you get into the process, it's not a one day thing, right? It will take a little time for all these things, but the purpose of this reading is to tell you that when you actually go through this very painful past once more, you will discover, you will be free of it, which will open up the doors for personal healing and happiness. As this card says, all your emotions are going to heal, because that sadness has somehow seeped into your blood, which has caused you a lot of insecurity about life, insecurity about yourself. And it kind of shook you to the core. The root chakra is the core, our basic strength, which kind of keeps us grounded, rooted. So you have been feeling very, very scattered ever since this unpleasant event happened. You are going to get your energy back. Your emotions will start flowing. All your ailments regarding heart and blood and circulation will all heal. You will come into a very good balance of your male and female energies. You will experience very good physical health and healing when you go through this. So if you feel that this is not something you would like to look at because it was so traumatic, the cards are saying if you go through it, you will bring about healing for yourself. You will come into a beautiful balance. Everything will get healed, even though it opens up the past and something unpleasant, but it will all clear up. It will set you free from this entire thing and take you forward on a beautiful journey, as the cards are saying. So let us get some guidance, any guidance which the cards would like to give you, regarding this particular situation. What guidance? Yeah, see, somebody, I think it's for you, somebody cheated you. Somebody was very dishonest with you. They came across as something, whereas they had different intentions. Okay, so and it is a card of feeling cheated as well, right? Yeah, it's a card of feeling cheated. Probably somebody cheated you emotionally, cheated on you, cheated you, out of money, whatever it is. Somebody was very dishonest, and was hiding in the shadows, hiding behind curtains and things like that, and not coming clean, and not presenting their real their real self in front of you, right? And this other card is of outcome, which is a happy family. Happy family is a card of it's basically it's a card of happiness, as they say that happily ever after. So this entire going through this entire event once more, this entire connection once more, is going to be a happily ever after kind of card for you, because you've got you've got a lot of balance coming in and a lot of happiness coming once you sort this thing out one more time. So the guidance of the cards is to go through it, because you're only going to get happiness back, and happiness which is going to stay with you for for the rest of your life. This issue will not bother you ever again. That is what the cards are promising. It might be a little painful to go through it all over again, but all's well that ends well. It will end well for you. I do not know about the other person. That's not our concern right now. We're focusing on you. So do go through it. The final call is yours, but the cards are saying if you do go through it, you will put a good end to this entire episode forever. Maybe it was a karmic pattern, maybe it has been happening for lifetimes, one never knows. So this is one opportunity you're getting to finally close it, so that you don't repeat this pattern in coming lifetimes either. However, the call is yours, but this is the guidance from the cards. So with that, I'll wrap up your reading. We will start with card 2. Although they chose card 2, 7 of Swords. Okay. So your issue is about, somebody running away from you. It's a card of, rumors being spread. People, acting behind your back. You had no idea that somebody was, up to tricks behind your back. And it's a card of, it's a card of deceit as well. It's a card of running away from situations. Okay, gossip. People talking behind your back. These are just the few things, which are represented by this card. It's also a card of dishonesty, I would like to say. People approach, some things happening behind your back. Let's explore it in this. So now we will look at what the issue has been. The issue is Six of Cups. Okay, which is crossed by 2 of Swords. So I think it is coming about, this issue is about a past, something, from your past, something which you experienced in your childhood. It can also be, a teenage crush or a teenage relationship where, somebody just kind of sneaked out of it without, giving you any explanation whatsoever. There is something about, what you experienced, that somebody never spoke to you, somebody never communicated with you, they just left. And you had no idea what happened, why it happened. You never got to know. Okay, this is the past we are coming from. Or, long time back, people spoke to you, there were rumors spread about you. People were backbiting. People were saying nasty things behind your back. And you had no idea why they did that and, what was the reason for doing it. No explanations were given to you. As you are going through this reading, probably, let's see what your current situation is. Ace of Pentacles, which is crossed by 2 of Wands. So you've got another 2, and then you got a 2 here, and you got a 2 here. 2s are cards of, what is the next step you would like to take regarding this. So now I think, whoever did this to you, they are, it has, that person or those people have probably come around. Right? And, now it's totally your call what you want to do with it. Though, in one sense, this entire situation took place in the past, but as depicted by the 2 of Swords, the situation was just left as it is. You never got the clarity. You never got the closure. You never got to know what happened and why it happened and, all of that stuff. It was just something which happened behind your back, and you never got the opportunity to look into it or to, talk to the person concerned, get some answers for yourself, get some clarification on what happened and why it happened. And now, you're getting the opportunity to get to know the truth. Now you are wondering whether you should let it be or whether you should proceed with it. Because this is a card of choices. There is these 2 wands. If you look at it, one is already secured to this and this person is holding on to this. Something has already happened, experienced. There is no going back to it because it's over. You have experienced it completely. But now you would like to, experience something else. So I think a lot of you, in fact all of you, would like to actually go towards the situation to see, what happened. You want to explore a new dimension of all this. You want to get into the details of all what happened. For so long you have been, you could not, in fact. For some reason you could not, because the blindfold is here. You just held the situation the way it was, because probably maybe the opportunity never came for you to look into it, or you yourself did not want to look at it, whatever the reason be. But in your current scenario, either you've got an opportunity to explore it, people regarding that event have come back into your life, or some of them have decided to bring up the topic for you, or those people, you met them out of the blue and they would like to talk about it. It could be whatever, different things for all of you. But the fact is that there is an opportunity here. Aces are always an opportunity which are presented by the divine, by the universal forces, for you, to get to the bottom of this entire issue. So this is what happened in your past, and this is what your current energies are. So now we will see what kind of healing you can expect from this, if you proceed with it. Because you have already experienced the situation where you did not, it was just something, you were you had it within you, but you could not do anything about it. Now if you have the chance to heal the situation, because the tarot readings on my channel bring about some kind of resolution, solution, healing, and closure towards anything which is bothering us, so that we might be free of it. That is the aim of my reading. So here we are looking at trying to heal this for yourself, so that you are not burdened with this energy, you are not burdened with this past event, you are not burdened even with the memories of this event. So let us see, if you proceed with it, what kind of healing you can expect. How will this impact you emotionally, right? Victory. Okay, so that's a very, very positive card, to come out. If you go and you actually, talk to this person, or, accept this opportunity for clearing up this past event, the victory is definitely going to be yours. You will definitely emerge victorious. And I think, that is what is going to make you feel very good, because you felt, for a long time that, it was very, very unfair to be, for something to happen behind your back. It's like, I mean, if somebody has to say something, it makes, the sign of, I would say, whatever it is, bravery. To have somebody come and tell you, to you personally, that this is what it is. But it's only cowards, who act behind your back. Right? And that is going to be a big victory for you, when you get to know that yes, the fight was very unfair, the event was very unfair. It happened, like sometimes when you say your hands are tied behind your back and somebody is attacking you, that is a very unfair fight, right? So if you really want to fight, then both opponents should be, both people should be equally armed or equally unarmed. The situation should be the same. But here it was an act of cowardice. It was an act of, it was something very, very unethical, very wrong in every which way. And now you're going to be proven right when you actually, face this situation and see it. This blindfold needs to be removed, so that, you get to see the real truth of the situation. Victory is all yours. You're going to feel really, really good about, having taken the courage to face this situation, to see the situation. Because you will come out victorious, no doubt. The card is speaking for itself. How are you going to heal in your thoughts? 6th chakra. This is your crown chakra. So you have this connection with the universe. Crown chakra is on the top of our head. You have this ability to tap into. You also tap into it, plus the universe is also communicating to you, and you listen to everything, and you take cognizance of all the information the universe is trying to send towards you. Your crown chakra is open and receptive to divine guidance, to divine knowledge, to divine information, to divine prompts. what you should do, what is happening, what is coming about, and things like that. And then, having done this, it is going to strengthen your connection with the universe. You will know that yes, whatever the universe is doing has a pattern for me. You will get an understanding how universe communicates to you, why it communicates to you, and how it always makes you victorious, always, when you listen to the guidance which comes from the universe. Because the universe, those who work in tandem with universal energies, they at the end, are always victorious. They are victorious in more ways than one, for the world to see, as well as, at the spiritual level, your journey, you always feel that, regardless of what happened, you always have a feeling of that yes, you accomplished everything, you came out on top for everything, you've had tremendous spiritual growth, you worked very hard, you got amazing rewards, whatever the path might be. But you know that as long as you are in alignment with the universal laws and truths and universal information which comes your way, victory is always going to be yours. And you have that kind of connection which is only going to get strengthened once you go through this and look at it and face the situation. How is it going to heal you at the physical level? You've got the 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel. I'm sorry, this is your third eye chakra. This is your third eye chakra, and this is the 7th chakra, which is, the crown chakra. Whatever it is, these two chakras, the third eye and the crown chakra, they are both connected with, connected with the divine information, divine source of knowledge. All right, so even at the physical level, you will feel, at the spiritual level, you will get that connection which I just described. At the physical level also, you will see tremendous healing energy, filling your body. Now that you see this all playing out, you experience the victory, you will feel your connection with the universe becoming stronger. Your third eye as well as your crown chakra is going to really get energized, because that is, those are the two chakras through which universal energy and knowledge flows through us. It enters through our head and it flows into the rest of the chakras, and the rest of the body. You will experience a lot of healing. You will experience that flow of energy constantly in your body, especially when you meditate. Right? So every time you're meditating and your chakras, especially your crown chakra, is connected, all that healing energy, spreads through your body. That is also going to become very strong for you and heal you of ailments which could have been caused because of, this particular event being held in suspension for long. Now it has come up for clearing. Okay, so let us see a little guidance for you. What guidance can the cards offer you regarding this situation? Here's the card. You got 3 cards for guidance. Let's see. Okay, strategy, Angel of Love, and you've got Woman Holding a Heart. So I think, it would be a good idea to go with a little bit of plan, if you wish so, to just, draw out a plan how you would like to, sort out this situation, or, how you would like to work with it. Right? And you will see, you will see a lot of healing in your heart, definitely, for because you've got this card, and a lot of love will start flowing. There's you've got this divine energy which is kind of protecting you and looking after you and being with you on this path. You will see everything, the way you start looking at things, it'll be more of a angle of this Angel of Love is going to help, smoothen the situation. There are not going to be any rough episodes in this particular situation. This Angel of Love will ensure that there is harmony, things are done peacefully, words are said, gentle words are said. There's going to be a gentle environment. You see the rose petals? There's going to be a gentle environment. It's going to be mild. It is going to be soothing, and that is why your heart is going to heal. Do you see the color match here? Red, pink, right? So it is going to be a very, it's not going to be a harsh environment. It's not going to be a harsh situation. Okay, it's going to be, though you would like to go with a plan, but when you go and you start, things start rolling and things start happening, there will be a lot of gentleness the way they happen and the way they pan out. And this is your outcome card. Again, you've got to action and woman holding a coin. So it's, the action card is telling you that it would be a good idea to go and see and face this situation. And there are some rewards also coming for you. Woman holding a coin, I do not know what rewards there are. You already got a card of victory, I think, in every which way. Even if there was, for you, for some of you, there was some money involved, or some kind of reputation was at stake, which was dented because of this episode. In every which way, you are going to come out victorious. You need to take action. You've got an opportunity. I would also say this strategy card talks of, it is planned by the universe for it to happen now, and the way it is going to happen. So work with the universal plans, because you yourself are quite connected through your 6th chakra as well as your 7th chakra. So you are aware of the universe's plan. It's not necessarily your plan. I would like to correct that. It is the plan of the universe, which you understand very well because of this connection you have. So it would be a good idea to follow through with the universe's plan. Take the appropriate step, at least, say yes to it, towards going towards it. You will only come out having healed your heart, having, got some, in case there is money involved for some of you, you will get your money back. In every which way, you are going to be victorious. All those who chose card 2, the decision is of course totally yours, but this is the guidance which the cards have given if you proceed with this. And the most important card being that this is planned, divinely orchestrated by the universe, and you have an inkling about it, right? You would acknowledge that through this reading. So that is why it is coming up to you right now, because the universe feels that whatever scene it has created for you to clear this up and emerge victorious and have things given back to you, this is the most appropriate and best way and best time to do it. So that is why you're being urged to take action and proceed with this and clear this up for yourself. So I'll wrap up your reading with that, all those who chose card 2. So card 3, let us start with your reading. Your card is of the Star. It's a card of the future. It is a card of wishing. It's a card of something which has been promised to you way back, and you have waited, a long time for things to happen. It's a card of, things happening, but much later on in life, right? So your situation is one where you have longed for something. You've really longed for it for longed for something for a long time. What a way to say it, but you get what I'm trying to say, that it's a long held wish, long held desire. Let's see what it is about. It can also, talk of some of you who are very, closely, you have this amazingly close connection with the universe. You constantly look up towards the heaven, towards the sky, towards the stars. You feel such a strong connection with, everything which is over there. So, it's like looking up over there and wondering what is actually up there. Some of you, that urge to know what lies with the stars, what lies with the sky, what lies heaven, up there in heaven, etc. Some of you, it could be that as well. And for the others, it is the wish we have been discussing. Let us start by taking a little look at, the past of this card. 2 of Wands crossed by 5 of Swords. So yes, it's a card of, somebody having done a very nasty turn on you, right? And you for long have been wondering, for a long time you've not been able to take any action towards resolving this. You have not been able to deal with this. And I think that is why this star card is here, because you've been waiting that sometime in the past, sometime in the future, I will be able to sort this out. Maybe for some reason you could not do it till now, till whatever time you are seeing this reading, and you had your eye in the sky and saying that when will this entire thing get sorted out for me, where someone was they kind of it was a really nasty move by somebody where you probably felt left high and dry, and to have somebody add insult to injury kind of a thing. Here you see these people have already lost the sword fight, but the worst is that when you know that you have lost, you are defeated, this other person says that you have to lay down your arms as well, and I'm going to take your swords as well. So I mean, it's like whatever the spoils of the war are, that also that person takes all for himself. So it's as it is, people have lost out the fact that the challenge, the victory was it was it did not go their way for whatever reason, but there has to be some kind of grace to be displayed by a winner, right? But this very action of taking the swords and having that smirk on the face, that is what is more hurtful about a defeat than anything else. So this is what we say, that however things panned out, something went pretty wrong and went pretty badly in the past, but the worst is the way that person behaved towards you when they so called seemed to have won, or they had the upper hand in the situation. They had they were in a position where they could always treat you in this belittling fashion. That is what is more hurtful, that even if you're anybody who is victorious is obviously stronger. So by stronger we can apply it to various situations. Somebody is a little elder to you in status, a little elder to you in age, elder to you in a relationship, elder to you in a personal equation, but having that kind of a plus point, those people have misused that and made you feel kind of belittled you, made you feel small, made you exerted their authority on you. That kind of a thing is what I'm actually getting off this. And you're wondering, then you probably look up at the stars and say that why is this happening, why is the person behaving like this, and when will a time come when I can also kind of at least heal this situation, right? Get some kind of a closure, some kind of a balance, even it out somehow. So this has been your past. Let's look at your current situation. 7 of Cups crossed by 9 of Pentacles. So you do feel a little confused about the situation still, though you are in this you are depicted by this 9 of Pentacles, where you are in a very good position now. You've got a lot of things for yourself. Do you see yourself like this, and do you see yourself like this? You have made such a you've taken such a leap from being here, like this, to being like this. You are so much in you've come into your own. You've accomplished so much. You have got so much wealth, abundance, prosperity, name, fame, status, everything. Okay, you have got a lot of independence for yourself. You live a life the way you want to, but this past is still in your head. This is what you're not able to get over, though you have come a long way. You've accomplished a lot, but this episode still causes you confusion. What happened, why it happened, it's still not out of your head and your heart. Okay, so that is what you're currently experiencing. You're better off than what you used to be in every which way, materially also, and you have grown a lot in the past, and you're more self-assured. You're very, very confident. You have some amount of let's say status, rank, prestige in your circle, but this thing is still going around in circles. It causes a lot of confusion to you. So now let us take a look at how this situation can be healed. Okay, it could have surfaced for you recently, for some of you, it could have. Or just maybe a few of you, and for some of you, you're still hoping how this thing is ever going to be resolved, because you've grown a lot from being like this to like this, but this still persists. So let's take a look at that. Let's get some guidance regarding some healing from this. Now first, our card is going to talk about healing at the thought level. So you've got 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel. This is directly your crown chakra, right? So I think you do get your guidance from the universe. You are quite connected to universal guidance, universal knowledge. You get it also talks of being communicated to through dreams, through visions, just having a knowing. You kind of get up from sleep and you just have certain a different perspective, some more knowledge, some more information. To a certain level why this happened for you, why the universe gave this to you, why you experience this in life. You have a certain knowing. The universe has communicated to you why this event took place in your life. You have a certain understanding of it, even though you feel that I might have made it up for myself. But no, even if you've made it up for yourself, the idea always comes from the universe. We never create anything. It's just our receptivity towards universal energies, which give us those brain waves, which give us those ideas and that inspiration. So you have a certain knowing about this thing, right? And that is because your crown chakra is open and receptive to universal guidance and knowledge, whether you know it or you don't know it. But you do know a little bit about this situation as to why it happened and what it happened. Let's take a look at healing your emotions. Man holding a coin. So I feel a lot of you achieved after this event. All of you achieved a lot of status, lot of money, lot of name, fame and recognition, which to a large extent has helped you heal, because I think you are in a better position now, so you don't feel because see, all said and done, having wealth, having resources, having respect and status, people don't kind of they approach you with a little bit of caution, right? And you also know that these kind of things add to your personal energy. Wealth is personal energy, status is personal energy, all right? Resources are personal energy. When you're independent and you have made a beautiful life for yourself, that is also your personal energy. So then you won't be in these kind of situations very often, where people can take you for a ride, or people can treat you any way they want to. Okay, so even like like I was talking about somebody being elder to you, or being a little higher than you in terms of hierarchy, status, rank, whatever it is, but now you yourself are in that position, so that you are not likely to get that treatment. And maybe you were not at a certain stage in life, you did not have too much. That is why people kind of took advantage of you and were mean and nasty to you. But this is how you feel now, that whatever you have accomplished for yourself, whatever success you have got, gives you that kind of power and authority where people will not treat you like that again. Let's take a look at healing your physical self, hostilities. So and these kind of experiences have really built your muscles, so to say. You see this card, and it's very obvious this man is I wouldn't say like exercises a lot, but he's got very strong muscles, because he's constantly on guard. He constantly is prepared for a fight, so he needs to be in very good physical condition, right? Some of you could have also experienced some kind of bullying, which has now which taught you that you need to be strong, you need to be capable of defending yourself physically. For some of you it is getting the money and the status. For some of you it is plain physical health, that people don't push you around. So you need to be strong in order to look after yourself and defend yourself, right? So when you look up heavenwards as to why this happened, because these were the kind of changes it were to bring in you, in your in your thoughts, in your emotions and in your body. This event happened So this you've got the Seven of Cups here. So I hope this reading has cleared up this confusion about why this event happened, because a lot of you will connect with this kind of wealth, prestige, and this kind of that physical strength you have got in your body, because somebody probably bullied you and pushed you around, and you realize that you need to be strong to tackle people in the world, right? So these are the reasons why something like this has happened. So let us get a little more guidance for you. I mean, you also realize, how important money and status is, how important a rank is, how important your social standing is, how important having wealth and resources, is. So all in all, it has been a learning experience for you. Okay, like kind of opened your eyes to, what the world is. Here, I'll just look at this, Two of Wands. He's got the world in his hand. This has made you see what the world can be, what the world also holds, right? It holds these kind of experiences which only help us to develop some kind of strength in ourselves. What guidance is there for all those who chose this particular card? Goddess of the Moon and first chakra. So you do understand that all this happened for a specific reason, right? It kind of Goddess of the Moon talks of your mind as well as your emotions, and this card is about your root chakra. So all these things happen in a very hidden manner, in a very camouflaged manner, to strengthen you. First chakra is your physical strength, stamina, body, as well as your money. So this was happened in a very in a very in a hidden way, to make you realize the strength of your own body and the strength of having an independent life, having your money, having your resources to look after yourself. First chakra is always about looking after yourself. So whatever events happened which I described over here were to make you develop your own personal strength in terms of body, in terms of finances, in terms of your position in your society or in your world or in your own surroundings. This happened to strengthen your root chakra, to recognize your strength, to build your strength, to make yourself very strong, whether in terms of money, whether in terms of body. We have got two cards for your outcome. You've got the Sun. So I feel this reading has brought about that clarity for you and that happiness that yes, and some of you you do know intuitively why that this happened, and this was spurred you on to becoming strong, working hard to either become really strong and muscular, or working hard to get your money and status and all of that. So that clarity has kind of come. You've got this Moon card, you've got the Sun card. Moon card always things are in shadows, things cannot be seen clearly, but you have a certain idea. But the Sun card, exactly what it is. So now you are able to figure out how things are. You must have also got your own understanding, and this reading is probably just adding on to that understanding you have developed through your crown chakra, and it has kind of just backed up what the universe has been trying to tell you all along, right? And the temple path, it has definitely opened up your connection to the universe. It has, I mean, you came out, went through this because you were open and receptive to universal guidance and knowledge. And now, having seen this reading and having had your experience, till the time you're watching this reading, has just strengthened your faith and, in God, in your Creator, in whoever you pray to, whoever you look up as the supreme a power in all of creation, right? This whole thing has just kind of made you realize and strengthened your bonds that everything is in the hands of the universe, and it will guide us through everything. That your bond has really become very, very strong. In fact, a lot of you are going to pursue spirituality and your connection with spirit in a very, very in a more robust manner now. It's kind of, the bonds have become very, very strong, and you're just going to follow the path and discover what the universe is all about, what this energy is all about, what this guidance is all about, which is always kind of backing us up, and has always got its hand behind our back, always guiding us, always protecting us. This is what this event has strengthened, actually happened, so that you could develop your faith in God, in the higher powers that be. So I'll wrap up your reading with that. Thanks for watching. All those who chose card 4, 10 of Wands. So your situation is one of burden. You're feeling really burdened about something, right? A burden can be caused, through various reasons. I really can't say much about the card for now, but we'll need to explore this. But something is like really weighing you down. It's really weighing you down. You're finding it so difficult to carry some some memory, carry some energy, carry some past, carry some burden. I mean, whatever it is getting very heavy for you, to hold it and to carry it. You need to put an end to it. Probably, you've come to the reading to figure out how you can put an end to whatever this situation is, which you feel is a burden for you to carry energetically. So let us start your reading. Let's explore what this 10 of Wands is. So we'll start by looking at the past. King of Pentacles, crossed by the Knight of Swords. So it talks of, male energy for sure. We've got a knight and we've got a king. Right? So something, to do with, say, somebody, who plays the role of a provider in your life. Okay? It could be a father figure also. It could be, somebody who provides for you or provided for you, because we're looking at the past. It could be a father figure. It could be, a spouse. It could be a partner. All right. And, somebody kind of, having entered your life, very suddenly, or having exited your life very suddenly, which is causing a burden. Because when, somebody rushes into our life with plenty, this person talks of, for those of you, if it's a person who's just come into your life, they're very well-to-do, very wealthy, very stable, and but whatever it is that they're coming into your life is getting very difficult for you to handle their energy, because it's like Knight of Swords. They are rushing all over the place. Even if you've got to know somebody in a relationship, they are all over the place all the time. It's very difficult for you to put up with their energy, which causes a burden for you. This can be somebody like okay, so this can be somebody, who would want to go here, there, do this, do that, not be in one place for long, not sit down and, have a quiet moment, always rushing around, wanting to, go all over the place every day and things like that, which can be quite burdensome. All right. Or it could be something about, somebody having left your life very suddenly, which has again caused you a burden. Like once upon a time they had lot to offer you, but after they went out from your life, it's again like, you can't handle that exit. That is also causing a burden. Just let me get some more cards to clarify later, but right now I will look. This is your past, what is causing you the burden. Let us look at what is happening with you right now. You got more masculine energy your way. Card 4, Knight of Wands. So you got Pentacles, you got the Swords, you got the Wands, and 10 of Swords. So, I think I would just like to say that, this is about a relationship, about a male figure in your life. Okay? And for those who are males, who are watching the reading, for you also it could be, either a partner, or it could be any other male person, who has this kind of similar energy of being all over the place, and you find it that, that even if it's your friend, the very, okay, let me also add this. For some of you, the person is very, very wealthy, and that is why, you kind of associate with them. But, they are so, like I said, all over the place, that you find it very difficult to put up with them rushing everywhere. Whether you are a male viewer or a female viewer, whoever this person is, all right, they have more masculine energies, they have lot to offer you, they have they have a lot of means, which they share with you, no doubt about it. But their energy is such that you find it very difficult to handle, and you feel like moving out and putting an end to this entire thing, because you've got two ends, I'm saying, wands again, I'm saying, sorry, you've got two tens over here. Tens are, like, this is the end, I'm not taking it more than this, I have to, put an end to it. So this Knight of Wands is, someone who acts on the spur of the moment, gets inspired by anything and everything which catches his fancy, and he decides that, yeah, this is what it is, and I just should go ahead and do it. So I think you're also looking currently that, one fine day I'll just get up and say that, I'm out of this, I cannot handle this energy. Because more than fun, this fun also can really cause a lot of stress, right? So even if they, they do, you all go out and, you have a good time, but, this going out too often, going out too much, going out every other day, going out to, 4-5 places, it becomes so intense. Rather than being relaxed and enjoyable, it causes you stress that, my God, I've got to go out with this person, or I have to interact with this person, because they're very overbearing, it seems, right? That is what it is. So I think currently you are feeling that, you'd rather just, one fine day just get up and say that,